clicks. There, it's done. Stream should be live again. I'm gonna show you what I got. I do have it behind me, but it's like on the last, like the very last, like the whole one was empty. People were disassembling their stalls and shit, and I walked past this. My son was looking for the figurine, and then where's this thing? Let me back. Murphy's Law, bro. Now that I'm looking for it, I can't find it.
I think you must stop talking to Murphy. I think you must leave Murphy alone.
Murphy's Law.
Delete Murphy's number.
Ah, is what it is. It's a dope hologram of. Is it Vegito? Yeah, it's Vegito. With the Potara earrings, and he's got like Super Saiyan is like Super Saiyan Blue. So depending on which angle you look at it from, you either get Super Saiyan or you get Super Saiyan Blue.
Oh wait, yes. I actually know what stall that is.
That's dope
I
as
actually know
fuck.
what stall that is.
That is dope
Did you
as
see the
shit.
poster stall?
No, I did not.
There was a stall selling like full size like movie posters.
But like from like classic movies, this generation movies.
A bunch of stuff. I got one from The Last of Us 2. And I got one from
You a Tilo fan? I didn't pick you for a Last of Us fan.
The Last of Us. Okay, I haven't finished 2, but The Last of Us 1 is literally one of, if not the greatest game of all time.
You're not gonna find any arguments from me on that. Bro.
What
I
was the
wanna-
other one I got?
I 100% agree with that take.
I can't remember. Wait. I sent pictures to people.
Okay, cool.
Think about WhatsApp, yeah.
Just to have a quick look at your bracket right now, it is going to be good vibes up against then Uncle Weezy versus Jujubin, and then Juno up against Sequelo. We are still filling out your placements in terms of where people are going to line up for this one. Well, round one, there we go.
Oh yeah, I got
need
the classic Dragon Ball poster.
classic Dragon Ball shit.
Let me just go
Don't say things like classic Dragon Ball, bro. Then it's like now you have my attention, bro. What is classic Dragon Ball?
They rolled up like this.
Where's Uncle Ren? Woo! That is classic. That is classic indeed. That's OG Dragon Ball. You know, people just use Dragon Ball as a catch-all term for anything related to Dragon Ball, but there's like so many pockets where it's like Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball Super, and people just say Dragon Ball as a catch-all.
Nah, I'm talking about Dragon Ball. This is like he still has the power pole and stuff. This is like
Yo,
just before.
I think that's
whatever
that.
it is.
Dude, like when you look at old school DBZ, old school Dragon Ball, old school DB, and like his fight with like the first red ribbon army, Garlic Junior. What the idiot's name? Ah,
The assassin.
no, Piccolo, bro. Couldn't get to Piccolo's name. Like Piccolo's like a bad guy. The original Dragon Ball people don't even know that. People just think Piccolo is this Ralph piece or nah, he was always on Goku's side. No, bro. He meant go through hands,
he
bro.
was a bad guy.
Yeah.
He was, because he was like the spawn of demon creature, the original one.
But
And after
that,
Goku killed
dude,
him as a light, he became like just like an egg or something.
that just speaks to like the insane level of power creep that Goku has, bro. Why did Goku get so strong? Because bro, he's the son of the Demon King. Why is it not so weak?
Power deep on Goku. You know Krillin is like faster than light. Krillin, like a few times faster.
Who decided to make Krillin faster than light? Krillin didn't need a...
It's the Goku dies when he kills rabbits. When he holds down the rabbits, a Piccolo can eat it, right? At that point already, Piccolo was like strong. Goku was like strong, like or as strong as Piccolo was. And Piccolo blew up the moon with like no effort. I don't think you remember that.
Of course I remember that, bro. Speed Dragon Ball.
Okay, and first form, original Freezer, no training. Blew up the entirety of planet Vegeta. No
Yep.
effort. No effort. And destroyed Namek with no effort. Piccolo is stronger than he was then. Krillin is stronger than he was at that point.
Like, are we talking about in current TV Z universe? You're telling me Krillin is only that strong now?
No, he's stronger than that. He's stronger than that.
In Dragon Ball Z?
No, in Dragon Ball Super. Krillin now is stronger than Frieza was then. Like, way stronger.
So he's still fucking weird.
What the Solo's one piece by himself. That's not even like, that's not even glazed. Like it's just a fact. He's Solo's dragon. He's Solo's entirety one piece by himself.
Dude, I don't even think Krillin can beat Chopper, my guy. What are you talking about?
Krillin can, you understand that Krillin is absolutely demolishing every character in that chapter. Caesar is a problem for the current class. Caesar, and he's a whole number that he's light, so he's like as fast and faster than light. Krillin is way faster than that guy.
Oh, please, that actually one of the wildest things I've heard in a long while.
That's not a wild thing. That's actually a fairly common thing. You can ask like almost anyone, they will tell you, oh yeah, Krillin Solo's one piece.
Dude, I don't know, man. One Piece has some crazy power levels and also have like some crazy power creep as well. But Krillin Solo in One Piece.
There's barely a character in that show that is planetary level. They were planetary level at the start of the show, man. Piccolo blew up the moon. Well, no, you looked at the moon and the moon blew up. That's how strong he was then. At the start of the show. At the start of when Goku's in the top. Like, that is insanely powerful. He blew up the moon from distance. With no effort.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch some classic One Piece fights and think about that. Because when you say that we talk about planetary level, what fight really comes to mind where I can be like, yeah, that was a planetary level fight.
Who has displayed anything that indicates they could even blow up the planet? Mind you, Goku at this point is like almost multiverse. He's like universal at the minimum. And it's like many times faster than light. So, like, okay, let's say they beat Krillin. They're not beating Krillin. And if they beat Krillin, they're not beating anybody above Krillin. Literally, there's no one in Dragon Ball that they can release the One Piece character. No one.
If we're gonna use planetary destruction capability as a baseline of power, then I think like it would nuke and shatter the fabric of reality, which is you can like break the fabric of reality. But I don't think we've seen anyone fair point. Luffy beat the shit out of Kaido as well. He has the ability to now move and bend reality, so I don't know if that counts as planetary destruction.
I mean, it means, is it like, is it?
Oh, good back pull in one.
I'm taking the. Taking the game.
Good vibes. Good to adjust, huh?
He's looking a lot more comfortable on the king than he was, I think, on the Chan and the
I'm not too familiar with we plays. I did see someone say, yo, Ida, how's it, my guy? Ida with the dope CRZY after hours cosplay. Had a nice run, nice deep run into the bracket, but unfortunately could not close it out and come back on Sunday for the top 16. But dope run, Ida. Yeah, but I saw someone complimented Good Vibes and he was like, yo, dope kill. I've really been keeping contact with the local Ken talent because as far as I know there's only like maybe 3 people that actively play Ken, which is Mark, Good Vibes, and I can't remember the other dude's name right now.
The Ken players are
Dying Breed.
Long gone. That's like a couple people here and there, even internationally, like Muscle Takamura, maybe. I think Takamura's like and then like Mark, and like that's about it then. But that's the thing kind of with Shotos in this game is that like they all kind of run a very similar game plan, so it's just like there's really no point.
Then was just like, nope. We ain't letting you do none of that.
we really.
The bus stops here. Then moving on winner's side. Let's have a quick look at the bracket. I need to set up my stream deck as well. My stream deck is not set up either. So that is, Ren should be moving on here when my bracket eventually updates.
But honestly, ultimately, that's kind of the thing.
There we
like,
go. So it's looking like Gladislava versus Ren and Rusty Clay versus Good Vibe. That's going to be your first winners and losers match. We're saying, Freeze?
It's kind of the thing with Shotos in this game is they kind of like run a very similar game plan, so it's just like just play the strongest one, man. Please.
Who's the strongest shot right now?
The strongest Shoto right now, I think like it depends on who you would like consider a Shoto. I think that if you consider Sagata Shoto, which I don't, because like
why don't you consider Sagata Shoto? I think he's
I think that Sagat is like he's too slow, and like his game plan is like very much not the same as like his fireball. I think isn't like good enough. Like his low fireball isn't good enough to be like to run the same game plan. Like you can't. Like the point of the show is like kind of to be kind of good at everything, which he's not. I don't think that Sagat is a show though, but I do think he's like top 2 or 3 characters in the game though. But I think that if you're looking at the show, it's probably gonna be Terry. I would say.
Yeah, I'd agree with you. Terry, and
Luke
then
is probably the weakest.
Who?
Of Luke is probably the weakest of all the Shotos in the game currently.
Yeah, but he had a busted ass crouch medium punch, and then when they took that away from him, it's like his whole kit fell apart.
It's not even that bad. Like they nerfed like so much, bro. They nerfed like his crouch medium punch. They nerfed the scaling on his crouch medium punch. They nerfed his damage overall. It's like they just took a lot away from him, and he can't do a lot of the things that the other Shotos can. Like he doesn't have fireball drive rush. His fireball is just like in general, I think not very good in a lot of matchups. You can't really like do stuff like low forward into fireball, and like you can't really play neutral in that way. So it's kind of awkward sometimes to play those kinds of game plans. So he's definitely like the worst, I would say. He has very good Oki though, I would say.
Yeah, that's why you see like only Noah and Chris Wong are countries die hard loop wins because they just believe in themselves and the ability of themselves to carry the character and his game plan. But Noah plays a very high rushdown game. Once you start picking apart his rushdown game, he does very
He does a lot
poorly.
better against internationals than against like other American players.
Yeah.
I have noticed.
And it's mostly because other international players aren't familiar with his game when he's playing online in the weekly stuff. People know how he plays, and he also hasn't done a very good job.
Again?
There's a 8.5.
Oh, that twice. That's a rough one to fall for. That's a rough one to fall for. I will say, you know, it happens to the best of us. The Blanca ball, not very nice to deal with. Very annoying to deal with.
Do you feel that Blanca's going to get some love for the next splash? Or
I
do you
don't know, 'cause
or do you think that Mina is the problem because you don't see other Blanca players?
no. That's like saying that it is not the problem. That's Sahara and the other like big players of the It's kind of a thing of like I've been playing it for like maybe a month now, and I would say it's like the hardest character by far. But if you are on that level, it's absolutely unreal. Absolutely unreal. And I think it's the same for Blanca. Like Blanca's a lot of people, but like Blanca's game plan is not like what we're doing right now. This is real, man. You gotta block this. That's a combo. Easy, man. You know what I mean? Like that is a real. That's not a gimmick. And I think that what Inner does is really pushes the character to its limits. I think that nerfing Blanca, like I don't think that it would like wow.
Crackhead gameplay, absolute crackhead.
What is that?
Like Juju is just doing such a good job of sniping out any type of forward advancing momentum that Blanca's trying to establish.
This matchup though, like this matchup is absolutely.
Oh, what a perfect idea. I mean, everybody is trying to get the best level of gameplay for themselves, and they carry the World Warrior #1 coming up super early this year, by the way. They knocking it out the park early. 10 days before World Warrior #1 starts. May 16th. Are you playing in World Warrior, please?
Nope. Nope. I do not eat the World Warrior. When was the last time I even entered Crazy 8's, man? I think you can look back at all the previous Crazy 8's that I've entered, and you will see that I have not entered a single one. It was only upon your request, right?
100%, man.
I'm a giga casual. I'm a casual. I don't.
You're not living up to your name, bro. You gave me a very clear description of who it is and what your purpose is, and now you wanna like, nah, I'm not that guy. What?
Yeah, man. It's one thing, you know. Honestly, you know what? Here's what I say. I say that the World Warrior, I think the people that deserve to get to top 8 is the top.
Juju Bean 2-0 over Uncle Wizzy. Saying Uncle Wizzy down to the losers bracket.
That matchup is absolutely atrocious though. I will say.
Who now?
Absolutely horrendous matchup. Absolutely horrid matchup. Terrible matchup. Like
So
maybe like
you were talking about dope posters, right?
yeah.
I don't even know how much of this you guys are gonna see. You can't see, it's too big. I have to like back up a little bit. Can't see it.
Wait, let me finish my stream. I'm still by way in the stream. I think the stream is a little bit behind.
Can see it now.
Like the match just ended. I have to wait, man. I have to wait. The match just ended for me on the stream. I can't see, man. Yeah, I'm waiting.
Any day now.
We can get the next match in some more. I'll see it eventually, man. You don't need to stand there the whole time.
Whatever.
You don't need to stand there the whole time. Okay, wait, yeah, you don't need to pitch it down. This is like watching. It's like watching stuff in reverse. Okay, what do you use?
That poster I got for competing in Street Fighter 5 at Comic Con, like the first year that it was here. And like they signed all the players from top 8. I think I placed 4th. Irfan won. I think Sterling took 2nd. Other dude that used to be active member of the community, Ryan, got 3rd place. I lost to Ryan, by the way. Absolutely smoked me with Sith.
That's a poster, man.
Huh?
That's a sick poster.
Yeah, it's going up here behind me with that Goku when I can find it. And then here's a little bit of art that I got from a homie of mine.
Anyway, while I wait for that, Judo and Sakura do their matchup. Another very, very awkward matchup for Cammy, I will say.
Hey, let me change these names right quick. Juno? Though. But then again, Juno.
Another very awkward matchup for Cammy.
Juno's a waifu enjoy. If you are gonna play the waifus, though, just play what's her name? Just play Mai, bro. If you're gonna play waifu, play Mai. He's got everything you need.
Okay. Should be dead here. Body these drops.
Dude, Quail is one of those people that when you see him have that magic pixel as like Sequeli's power level bumps up, right? It's like Goku. You will find that ultimate instinct. You will find that last little bit of strength and fight people to death.
I think that maybe Sequel is doing some unlucky because honestly,
Juno's snowballing right now.
this matchup is kind of awkward for them. Because like it's kind of hard to dive kick. Because the carry is like so like quick access on demand. And obviously carry like the whole point is that you want to be close, but that's also where Beef wants you to be. So you know, a little bit awkward. So you kind of need to like stick to poking and stuff. But Squealer kind of also dealing with that. Not relying on poke really, using a lot of charge back and punch. But making some unlucky guesses on defense here.
But Squirrely definitely one of those people that when they are down in a health pool, they're definitely not out to do. Saint's one of those characters that he's just like one touch away from closing things up. Squirrely.
Pop the super here. Oh, actions, uncheck.
What was I saying, bro? What was I saying, bro?
That was bad, risky as well. If he responded there, it's like, GG's, man. Maybe you're missing.
Ooh, what a chick on the dry rush.
What was spacing correctly?
Ooh. Juno trying to be aggressive, trying to get that drive ball whirlpool done all the way, but still in recovery mode right now. Punish counter. Trying to jog for position, but the game has mostly played out mid-screen. Sequela trying to make a push for this corner, trying to burn that bar down towards very last, but Juno is escaping. Ooh, from the spinning knuckle. Sequela, well-timed jump out.
Juno just giving up a lot of space here, just doing a lot of jumps. A lot of space here. A lot of jump backs. Doesn't want to get hit by the level 3, doesn't want to get by command grab.
Oof, big SPD. Oh, both of them at burnout now. Squilly can close out. Simple Lariat will do does have 3 stacks of butter. Yep, and commentators blessing. What did I say? A simple Lariat will do. Scores, is it 1-1?
No, I believe it's 1-0.
1-0 to Sequela, damn. Which Juno was playing that first round. I thought Juno was trying to close the set out.
I mean, he's playing very slow. I think that is kind of what you have to do against Beef and Danny. Like, kind of maybe try and bait out some good punishes, you know, bait out some mistakes. Yeah, this is a very awkward matchup, if not difficult. I personally wouldn't play this matchup. I think it's just a bad matchup to play.
If you have deep character, but if you're not playing Cammy in this matchup, who are you playing?
I mean, me personally, I would probably play like Sagat. I think Terry's not too bad. I don't think Terry's the best, but I mean, it's not Terry. I'll probably play Sagat. Akuma maybe. Akuma is very scary though. I think Akuma wins the matchup. I think is the consensus that Akuma wins the matchup. But it's just like the margin for error is very slim. Very slim.
I think in the Keith Akuma matchup, as we've seen on CRZY so many times when Rambi's up against Sequele, it's always a situation of you get 2 wrong guesses and then you die.
Yeah.
That's
you get very limited. You get a very limited number. But I mean, if you can stay the case, if you like confirm well, like make the right confirms, then and you don't make too many unnecessary.
oh, Sequele churning the butter in the gap. Hit Juno, stop sign, my real friends.
And the hit could have closed it out simple combo, but couldn't confirm it.
Sequele putting himself in burnout now. Knows that he has that arm back hitting. If it
No,
is
level 3!
Juno going for the burn thing. Finds the confirm and the game. Okay, this one going the distance as the match of Ren versus Good Vibes. 2 matches going the distance here. Full side, but this is placement matches, so there's still lots of matches to be played. But you don't want to start out in losers bracket. That means you can only drop 1 more game, so you need to play perfectly. Ooh. Juno getting hit with the tenderizer.
He's getting absolutely rattled out in the air here.
Oh.
The skies are not safe. The skies are indeed not safe.
Sequele switching archetypes with Juno and playing the rush down game, just closing that one out. Sequele looking to keep himself on this side. Corner.
There's a lot of fake strings, a lot of fake drive rush strings. No punishment from Squirrel is just gonna keep going with it and just gonna keep stealing turns.
And that's the thing about any fighting game. If you can assert your game plan in a way where your opponent is not calling out the bullshit, then keep running the bullshit. Oh, what a drop I do now. Not like this, bro. Not like this. Sequele did not pop my real friends.
Might have been able to kill there with the level 2 combo.
Juno is 1 touch away from death. Sequele as well. If Juno can find the right button, he's looking for the crouch meaning kick. Sequele not taking the bait. Keep his head cool. Is Sequele, and that will see him move on into the winner's side. Juno going 1 and 2 versus Sequele. So let me update these brackets and then you guys can have a look at it real quick. Should update, and here we go. So this is what your actual bracket is going to look like this evening for CRZY. It's winner's side. We do have Gladius Lava up against Zen, and we've got Juju Bean up against Sequele. But to keep the action moving along, we are going to get Rusty Clay versus Good Vibes, Uncle Weezy versus Juno. Then we're going to dip up winner's side, Gladius Lava versus Zen, Juju Bean versus Sequele, and then we're going to keep things moving along. Losers quarters. Please, just based on the few matches that we've seen this evening, anyone sticking out to you like we feel might have this in the back tonight? I know it's a little bit early to say, but I'm a gambling man.
For me, I'm always backing my boy Juju. I think he's one of the brightest players, one of our shining stars. He's the future of our street fight in this country. Not only that, I think he has a lot of potential. And I think that he has a lot of drive, a lot of hunger to reach that max potential and get there, right? So for me, I'll always back Juju, and I think that how much he has improved over the last year or so, I think that he's definitely one of the top picks for me to take the tournament tonight, and in general to even take a top 8 regional spot for World Warrior.
Dude, Juju is always on my bingo card. Whenever I see Juju in the bracket, I'm always like, okay, yeah, there's a real chance that Juju's always going to run the set and upset somebody's day because they weren't potentially planning on him being there to shut shit down, especially in the matches and how he approaches matches. And then just speaking to like his growth over the last year, I think he was Jamie Stan, and then he picked up Blanca as secondary, and then as time has gone along, I think he's brought both of them up to like the same level of competency and proficiency in terms of tournament level play. He can run either character at a super high level, and depending on the matchup, he will choose like who he feels is better favored to play that matchup. And I don't even know if he's considering like actual meta in terms of which character loses which matchup. He's just playing off vibes mostly.
No, absolutely. I think that Juju is a very, very intelligent player, and the way he often looks at it is, how well can I play this matchup with this character, right? And I think that his Jamie and his Blanca are both he's proficient with both those characters, and I think what makes him very strong is that he's incredibly solid, but he's also very willing to pull out the bullshit, man. If he sees the fall for it once, he'll do it twice, he'll do it thrice, he'll do it 4 times. Until you stop him, he's gonna keep figuring it out.
Dude, that's the one thing I love about Juju. Juju will run the shenanigans. If you don't check that shit, he's just gonna keep running that shit until you eventually figure out, okay, I got always.
I believe with 4 command grabs in a set, man. Back to back. I didn't check the first one, didn't check. Hey man, 3 damage, bro. You're not gonna stop. I'll take it, man. I'll take it.
Ooh, nice take on the throw by Rusty. Okay, we just stay down in the corner. Oh, what a DP!
Just absolutely taking Rusty to the corner and
Yep.
Yep, you are in the corner.
Man, this is the Ken playbook, bro. This is Ken 101. This is 2024. Welcome to Street Fighter 6, Ken. There's no surprises here, bro.
Good vibes not even doing too much, setups, nothing like that. Just basic, poking, taking to the corner, right? I'll stay.
Ooh, looking rough for Rusty here. Man's is looking like if he don't make some adjustments soon, he gonna be headed a bit early for that. His tournament run is looking like bedtime.
Maybe turn it up a year,
Look, he was in chat earlier saying that he's a Marisa man. So I know Marisa did get a little bit of love, but he said he did want to bring the Akuma into CRZY, even just to feel out the temp, to see where he's at. And yep. This Akuma needs to go home, man. He needs to do some work. He needs to go to the lab. One of the things
a lot of fireballs, a lot of pokes. I think that Akuma has a little I mean, yes, probably one of the, if not the best fireball.
Yeah, 100% was just about to pick on that myself, that Akuma does have the best fireballs in the game. He's got very good speed. Does have the option. Oh, this is good night. Thanks for coming. That was over in Ari. that man really got settled in. Okay. Moving on swiftly is Good Vibes, keeping himself in contention for a qualifying spot here for the finals, which is next week. So if you don't know how the thing goes when it comes to CRZY 8's, next week we will run all matches first to 3. Grand final is first to 8, keeping with our theme of things being crazy. And how do I make an 8? How do I make an 8? I don't know how to make an 8. How do you make an 8 with a hand sign 8? I don't know.
Like this? No, that's ass.
Just look like goggles.
I don't know, man. You're gonna have to figure that out for yourself.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to figure that one out.
We're gonna need some gang memes from LA to show us how to bend our fingers to make some things. I know. But yeah, let's have a look at the bracket right quick. Double washed is what it is. Rusty is what it is, my guy. You said you wanted to test the water, see how your Akuma stacks up, and I think you have enough information in terms of where you are lined up with the level of competition that is present here in CRZY. I mean, so it is good vibes. Moving on to loser score. This is going to be Uncle Weezy versus Juno. Man, this is a tough match, bro. Like, there's two people that I like in loser side, and I want to see both of them win. But there can only be one winner. Who you got? I got Uncle. I'm gonna call the boomer on this one.
I think I'll probably take Uncle Weezy here. I think he's just I think that his character bag is a lot smaller. And I think for that reason I think he's a lot more comfortable on every character he plays. He's a lot more comfortable and he is a lot more accustomed to small nuances of each game plan of each character. As well as how to play them.
He went with the day one waifu, bro. Now you know Uncle Weezy's here. This is business.
I think maybe he doesn't like the capybara. I think either he doesn't like the capybara or he just generally likes playing into capybara. I think the matchup is like from what I know.
Like one of the things that I really just appreciate that when Weezy picks Chun-Li, he just plays a different tempo, different confidence. He just looks like he knows everything that's going to happen before his brain does. Like his fingers busy doing it before his brain's. It's like the muscle memory just sits in and this man autopilots. Now, when he plays any other character, you can see like there's this level of thinking that is happening. But with Chun-Li,
I think that Chun-Li is definitely a character in the roster that fits his playstyle the best. I think especially in the scamming matchup, he's kind of just able to, just Weezy, I would say he likes walking back a lot. He definitely likes to play on the back foot. Not a huge fan of aggressing a lot of the time. And I think that Chan is a character that really can. What's the word? It really helps with that. I can't get to the word now that I'm actually. It really helps with that. Like when he plays neutral, he can just move back. Walk back, throw fire, and make you come to him.
That's one of the things about Chun-Li's kit that people really underestimate is that her walk speed is, I think, top 5 in the game. She has some of the best movement in terms of weaving in and out of situations. As you can see right now, Weezy's just dashing forward, dashing back, walking forward, walking back. And especially with people that, what a bait with the air lightning legs. Oh, nice delay on the punish come to Juno, but he's going to die. Going to a final round. The Austin loses that someone is going to lose a game and they need to fight for their life. Oh, but he jump in. No, look at uncomfortable with this game, man. Dropping a lot of shit. Resetting pressure in places that you wouldn't expect him to. The Uncle Weezy resets go hard, bro.
Looking exceptionally rattled here. Not sure which way to go, where to look, what side is it gonna be. Is he gonna be left? Is he gonna be right? Is he gonna go die? Low, he doesn't know.
Weezy first game on the board in. No surprises there.
Not allowing anything to get started. Again, not allowing anything to get started. Everything that he's trying is getting absolutely stuff. Perfect parry on the DI and
the egg and coke which we so seldom see dropping for the kill. Who knows?
Also the level 1 here for the corner carry. Could have gone for level 2 maybe for the burnout. Walk up jab.
Dude, I think the trade in that situation in the every week.
Wasn't even a trade, man. Last competition.
Yeah. I mean, right there, if you throw out the button, you don't have much to lose because your opponent is like on pixel. Anything, any trade will do. You winning that one.
And I mean, it's a jab at the end of the day. Like what could realistically happen? Come on. Again, try go to the DI to stop the fireball.
Game
But you can't.
Weezy.
He's trying to use fireball as a buff. Earlier on. That I think I'm not sure if it's light, but I think like light fireball you can't DI light fireball.
Uncle Weezy playing like a man possessed, man. This man wants his spot, bro. This man wants to secure himself a place, whether that be on winners or losers. What just happened?
He wants his spot, but the bracket is long and the competition is fierce. It is not going to be easy.
Did this game just kick me out of my own room? Absolute bullshit. What nonsense. Are you still in the room, Freeze?
I am still in the room.
This hasn't happened to me on Street Fighter for a long time. Thank you, Capam. I appreciate you. While I'm waiting for that, what do you think current state of this game's health is meta-wise?
What do you mean by the health of the game? I think it's
like how healthy is the game, bro? Like when people that are playing this game, like what is the noise that you hear most commonly from people?
I think the noise is that Japan is kind of hesitant to make any changes to the game because of the fact that it does so well in Japan. So they are hesitant to make any changes, and I think that what people are really disliking is that, like, okay, Sagat is really strong right now. He's like probably one of the best characters in the game, but he is really strong now. You know what I mean? Whereas there have been other characters, JP, Mai, Ed, who have kind of been like top of the meta for a long time, and I think people are kind of getting tired. It's getting a bit stale. The game is the same. You know, throw loops are still a thing. But I mean, honestly, at this point, people need to like kind of get over throw loops. I think people are. But it's been like 3-4 seasons, man. Like, at what point do we just say, okay, this is just how the game works, man? This is just how the game works.
Yep.
Like, are we gonna start complaining about no forward drive rush again? Like, come on, man.
That's just where the game is, dude. And like I heard Yipe say it. Yipe is like, when you come from the arcade era, if games meta is the way that the meta of current Street Fighter 6 is, you just accept that that's the way it is, bro. Top tier is gonna be top tiers. You just need to learn to play around the bullshit if you're gonna play a character that isn't top tier. So you have two choices. You either play a top tier or you get good. And I feel like that's where the current meta of not only this game is, but the current meta for Tekken 8 is as well. And after watching some high level South African Tekken over the weekend, you sort of get an idea of what people are unhappy with, because there's bullshit everywhere, and I feel like that's just the general state of fighting games right now. They're mixing in. Go for it.
The problem for a lot of people is like, yes, like either you play a top tier or you like just deal with it. But I think the issue for a lot of people is how long the character has been top tier for. And I think that, you know, it's not the arcade era anymore. Like, there need to be some significant changes. And I think people are really kind of holding out hope for the Ingrid version. Those significant changes do come. But I think that, I don't know, man. I feel like Ingrid is going to be just bringing more problems than she's going to be bringing solutions. But I mean, what do I know? What do I know? We will see. We'll see.
So it's going to be Gladius Lava, Mr. Lava versus Rain. That's going to be our first match on winner's side. I think we're waiting for who to join. Is it Rain? No, Rain is in. We're waiting for Gladius. Yo, spicy communication error. Ah, damn. No stress, brother. Take your time. Okay, so I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one getting booted from the room. But, dude, this game boots you from the room less. than Guilty Gear does. Because holy shit, if you think this game booting you from the room is a rough time, Strive will boot you mid-match, my guy. You'll be playing and then you see, there you go. And Oxus still hasn't fixed that shit. 5 seasons deep, we still don't have spectate after matches started.
5 seasons, and a whole new game.
Yeah. But that game is healthy, dude. That game is in the best place it's been ever.
Probably, yeah. Probably.
And like fighting games or healing in general, bruh. But like the last game to now take a significant swing at the meta is Street Fighter. If you're gonna call Guilty Gear, Tekken 8 and Street Fighter the big 3 games of the FGC at the moment. Like Invincible Versus also launched. I feel like that's gonna have a very niche community. Like people are gonna love that game. We're gonna love that game.
I mean, there's a lot of pro players that have been saying the game is not good.
Invincible Versus, yeah, there's some jank in that shit, bro. I watched Diaphone run a tournament for Paragon. Now the other night playing Paragon tournament, and he found Infinite, and I don't know if they've patched that shit out yet, but that shit is crazy.
There's also like, I just don't like active tag. First, I think somebody said to me in the group last time, like, connection for 2xGO is like the only problem, and then everything else is chalked up to a solution. Sure, man, I guess. I just think active tag is just a very, very stupid mechanic. This is a very silly mechanic.
I'm not a tag game player by any stretch of the imagination. The last tag game I played where you could tag a character in and then like extend shit from there was X-Men vs Street Fighter. So I'm really not down with tagging. You're gonna have to explain what the hell active tag is, bro.
Active tag is okay. So if you look at Dragon Ball Fighters, right?
Try slot 2.
You call an assist. You call your assist, right? If you call your assist, you call your assist. Okay. But with active tag, if you call your assist, you can tag into the character that you just called the assist.
Why don't you like that? That sounds like fun.
I think tag games are really just a lot of bullshit, man. And adding active tags as a mechanic just like doubles the amount of bullshit you can do. I really think the Invincible Versus with I think his name is Bulletproof. You can do like an Invincible DP, and then if the person stands during it, you like full he does like a full screen dive kick. You can't punish him, and then if you try and punish him, you can like active tag. Or you can like tag out. This is a very, very simple, very mechanic. And I think like in 2xGO, it's like, oh, I'm on this side, now I tag with my friend, my tag with my friend is on the other side now. Oh, and I'm gonna tag again, I'm on the side. Okay, man, I guess. How about you just do one assist? Try to low for people and
that makes me wonder what the tag mechanic 2x Marvel token is working with, because they're selling it as a 4v4 game. But
I think it's just like a normal
tag. Dude, you can take any Marvel property you want and you'll have my attention as far as the game is concerned, right? But when you take a Marvel property and then have access to that the game, now you have my money and my attention. So that game is probably going to soak up a large part of the latter half of the year. And then there's Wolverine coming out as well, so yeah.
Yo, it's great. That game is supposed to be sick, bro.
Dude, I keep seeing like gameplay for that thing whenever I go onto YouTube. Like people are just like making videos of the gameplay that's already up, and Insomniac haven't put up just like shorts, like people recycling footage basically. And every time I see the recycling,
because I remember Wolverine in a bunch of gameplay, but
they're just recycling footage basically.
for what game? For Blade or Wolverine?
No, bruh, Wolverine. Dude, if they must do a Blade game,
they announced it.
They did?
Yes.
Insomniac.
Not Insomniac. It was a different studio. I think the studio that made this on it.
It's on the first person game, right? don't want a first-person played game.
I don't. I just because they made. Just because they made those types of games before, doesn't mean that play would necessarily be first person.
I will reserve my expectation until I see something.
But they announced it years ago. There's been no news from it like since then.
But that's the thing with Marvel IP. Marvel IP often gets announced and then they go through like another angle. What I'm really surprised is how smoothly Tokon went from announcement, kept the secret, until they eventually revealed that they have a thing. And I think that's one of the reasons why Oxus probably will silent about it, is the fact that a lot of Marvel IP or a lot of Marvel projects that get greenlit through development now, because there's always this difference in opinions and ideas of what the people developing want and who the people that make the decisions around it want. And that's why we haven't seen the Gambit movie, we haven't seen another Blade movie, we haven't seen so many shit in more movies. But if the people that are making
Blade
this
doesn't say, you know, just with like 3 times or something.
then bringing it right back.
Just like an obnoxious humble that you have. And they just I don't know how they messed it up though. That Marshall Ali.
Marshall Ali.
Yes, he was supposed to be Blade.
Dude, after I saw him play the bad guy in Luke Cage, I was like, okay, this guy has some dope on-screen intensity. And then I saw him play in other things as well, and I was like, okay,
He's an Oscar-winning actor, man.
yeah. Then I was like, okay, now this dude got
It's like
range.
one of the first, or like the only Oscar winner.
Dude, not range, dude. That is a dope achievement. Really dope
Have you watched
achievement.
Rami? Have you watched Rami?
Did I watch Ram?
Rami.
No, bro. I watch a lot of TV, my guy. I watch anime and I play games, my dude. And even anime that I do watch, I'm super behind on.
Let's watch that. Rami, one of the. That's like my favorite series of all time. It's a really, it's a really good. But he's in the second season. He plays like a. Yeah.
In absolutely snowballing in burnout, manages to find himself in level 3. Send the Gladius level all the way down to Memphis. First class ticket.
I mean, we can say everyone, but Luke's still sending people to Memphis, man.
That's one thing that he's never lost, the ability to send people on a first class one-way ride to Memphis. Gladius Lover going down 1 game to Ren's 2. Ren just locking in there towards the end, man. He's gonna be Jujubin versus Quelle. I don't know about this one. Quelle is probably gonna wanna run the Blanca murder in this one. Because
I don't know. I wouldn't run the Blanca
dude,
murder.
the Blanca shenanigans is not something that
I wouldn't win a match. I wouldn't win a match with you at any character. I don't want to get duffed on stream, bro. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. And I think that Give is not too bad into this matchup. Like he can Larius the Blanca ball and the action stuff like that. Like Give has, I think, more options than Blanca has in the meta.
damn. That bit rate is all over the place.
I did ask you, is not your point, but then I don't ask you that.
Dude, I'm watching it fluctuate in real time here, so I'm gonna have to sit down off and go and mess around with some settings inside of OBS to make sure we can get the smoothest thing and get things back to the usual levels of quality that I like to output. I don't even know what it's like for the people that's watching, because chat is like radio silent. Chat is like not letting us know anything in terms of what's
I think
happening.
I think there's like a substantial delay. Like a minute.
Damn! That is a long ass time.
I know, man. That's why I said I have to wait before I can see what they're going to show you, man. This was one move. Was one move. Let's see how it Who is the slayer that would be a good boy?
Hey, bruh. Sometimes you gotta roll. You really gotta roll, bro. I did not have no choice, my guy. I had to roll. Oh, damn, Juju Bean.
Mix. You didn't even opt for the stun there. No bond on Sequeira's side. You didn't even defend the stun. You didn't care, man. Just absolutely just wait for 3 weeks. Not even have the stun whatsoever.
He's sticking with the gift pick though.
Safe jump? Oh, Sequeira doesn't know. Doesn't know what the safe jump is.
I mean, he would. He plays
That's
Blanca
so
himself.
That's so insane, though. Like, why does Blanca get a safe jump? That's so insane. Double dash is a safe jump. Like that. So you get corner carry and a safe jump. That's kind of insane, man. Yeah, I think that's kind of the coolest character. Like, there's just a lot of stuff that is like seemingly no. Ow. There's just a lot of stuff you get for like seemingly no, like no apparent reason. And like anti-air options is absolutely unreal.
Oh, what?
I haven't checked, but there's no. Oh no, cancel level. Unchecked, but we don't have unks in the. We don't have unks in the chat.
Oof.
Could not get a correct guess going. Could not get a correct guess going.
You know, it really looks like we dragging through the mud here, bruh. We cannot find a stable output here. Jeez.
You know what? No, I wish we just blame ISPs and we go on the goddamn.
Dude, I don't know what the fuck it is right now, but I'm gonna see if I can fix it and we can restart stream, but we can keep the matches going because
Just to save everyone's time and stuff.
yep, we can definitely keep it going because I need to figure out what is why this thing doesn't wanna. Maybe it's a relay, dude. Maybe it's the Twitch relay. Maybe the Twitch relay is screwing me over. Maybe it's because I logged into Twitch directly. I don't know what it is.
I think what we can maybe do is we can maybe in Steam and we can try and fix the stuff and we can run the other matches and then maybe just try and get it fixed in time for
Yeah,
for grand finals. I think maybe.
definitely gonna try my darndest to fix it, bruh.
Okay. You do that and then I will run the matches from the chat.
You know, I can still see the matches, but I'm just gonna try and restart the stream